Hello, Monsters Abound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, and part 6 of my Clan Eshin Campaign with Deathmaster Snitch. Now, a lot of people have been saying, get an assassin in your army, and I guess we could put... Right, so the replenishment would be nice. However, like, the assassin is an assassin, right? It kills enemy characters. And obviously, we've got Deathmaster Snitch in the army. And there's no one better at killing enemy characters than he is. So the other assassin would do what exactly? Help him? Like, be his understudy? I mean, I'm not against... I like the replenishment would be nice, but...
No wind, just heat.
I don't know what the assassin would actually do apart from give us replenishment. And I do want to replace all of my units with Clan Eshin units, and I will do that just as soon as we have... Well, I guess we do have the money and time. But I do want to do that, so that is on my list of things to do at the moment. I'm kind of like using my agents to do my sneaky shenanigans. That's my plan, although I could really use some more food. I really could use some more food. If anyone wants to give me food, that would be great. So we might have to do some sacking, some raiding, some killing enemy armies, that kind of thing. Generally, you know, eating people. Okay, now, the Lizardmen are moving up, which is going to be... There's like... They're in like a queue, and they've got 3 stacks, and I'm going to assume most of that is Saurus warriors. So, I'm going to... Now... I'm going to take attrition here because it's vampire. Okay, we're going to hold back for a second. It's not what I want to do, but it's what we're going to have to do, I think. And meanwhile, let's move Thyrus up. I want to keep an eye on what Grimgor's doing. My concern is... I don't want to confederate Clan Morz just yet, but if Grimgor or Clan Morz declare war on each other, then I'm going to be in trouble. So, not quite sure what my plan is yet to deal with that. Maybe just hope it doesn't happen, and then be hoisted by my own petard when it does. I mean, that does sound like my usual plan, to be honest. So maybe that's just what we'll do. Who knows? Right, Lurk, I need you down here, because I want to know what's in these armies, and also, if you could stab some of them along the way, that would be grand. Fortress of Vorag. Public order is not too bad. I think we'll be okay there. I mean, at some point we probably are going to want to kill Grimgor. And I say we probably, I mean we will want to kill Grimgor. The last defenders are very strong. That is a concern. I can't see what's going on down there, but I'm hopeful that it's bad for the Lizardmen. Okay, we've got a pestilence contract. That's good. Oh god. Okay, Saurus. More Saurus. They are taking attrition damage as they pass through, though.
Set caltrops, yes.
So I'm going to... I mean, is that...
Soon kill.
Can we... Okay, I mean, Lurk could eventually go in our army, so let's do something like that. They've taken a lot of damage, and we probably can get the ambush. The only thing is, I don't want to be left out of position and get attacked by a stack of Lizardmen, so I'm just going to chill here for a minute. Let's just play it cool. Let's not rush into anything. I mean, less melee defense for Saurus is always good. So... Now, it looks like these Lizardmen are heading northward, probably to try and deal with Clan Morz. So if I just stay here, they might blunder into my ambush. And they've already taken damage. They'll take more damage. And so the more damage they take, the better it is. And as soon as we wipe out that stack, we can then counterattack. Okay, you keep that happy. That's the Rictus. What are they up to? Let's have a look. They do have a special building here, which I would like to... Have they built it? No, of course they fucking haven't. Of course they fucking haven't. I clicked the Wolflands. I don't want to live in the Wolflands. Okay, let's I'm just going to stick there. If we get spotted, this okay, they're attacking that. That's fine. It means they won't take so that army is now out of position, which means we can stab. Oh, it looks like Queek's moving in to engage it. They have done. They've wiped out that stack. Okay, so if my plan is, in so much as I have a plan, my plan is now that we can smash through that army. I reckon those 3 stacks are all they've got. So we move fast. We basically hit settlement after settlement after settlement, keep them on the back foot. There's my stitch on the fiddle. So there's Consolidation bound. They issue the worst weapons and armor, keeping the best. Okay, that's not the worst thing.
Sneaky snake.
Okay, you've got this. Right, Kroq-Gar is there, but we can assault Kroq-Gar. Failure. Right, we can bop this army though, can't we? Okay, let's bop this army. Try and keep it as. Let's try and keep our casualties as light as possible. The first of several Lizardmen armies that is in our way. But if we can break through them, then we should have a free run deep into Kroq-Gar's territory. Deathmaster Nitz already moving in on the enemy general. The enemy general is taking an absolute beating from the Teeth Rattlers. It is quite fun to watch the Saurus get torn to shreds by the rattling guns. The rattling guns are super fun to watch. There's a unit of Skink Cohort here who are about to get absolutely melted. Wow. So melted that the spears, the javelins didn't even have time to drop to the ground from the devastation. So those guys are out of here, and we've got the slingers coming in from behind, the gut runners chasing down units of skinks. There's a big blob of Saurus here, and we're going to get some clan rats into the back to try and help out the clan Vulcan tail slashers and the Ixcha's triads, who are desperately trying to fend them off. They are surrounded by Saurus, which is not a very good position for them to be in. In fact, I think that might be the summoned units. I think this is a summoned unit. I think this is so. Actually, they're not fighting for their lives. This is just shadows. Ixcha's triads are out of here fighting for their lives. That's where they are. But they've got the help of the Viskin's Death Squad, who are rushing in to stab those Saurus in the back, doing some fantastic damage there. These guys racking up kills very, very quickly. The Stingers moving out to hunt down any fleeing units. Basically, any fleeing units that cross their path are going to get a hail full of fire from the Slingers, and also the teeth breakers, the rattling guns, the Saurus spears, trying to get away and just getting mown down. Most of the enemy army is now on the run. We have the warp grinders bumping and grinding, doing some slut drops to force the Saurus to run for their very lives or have their eyes explode. I'm pretty pleased with that, and we can eat them. It's also going to give us some much need. Oh, and the other Trickster Shard, which is very, very nice, because it reduces magic resistance. So that's good. That's going to Deathmaster. Now, a few people have said, "But why have you got this instead of his?" Right. So, the Whirl of Weeping Blades gives 80 less armor piercing damage than Masamune's Pride. So, the only difference is going to be the abilities, because ultimately the Whirl of Weeping Blades is just worse than. I mean, you could look at the leadership, but to be honest, I find leadership is situationally good. Only sometimes. Most of the times, it's actually not that useful. And it's only for rank 7 above anyway. So purely at the stats, already you've got 80 more armor piercing damage on the Masamune's Pride weapon. Then you've got the Wind Blast. Now, Whirl of Weeping Blades doesn't seem to actually do that much damage. It says it's good. I've never seen it do that much damage. Plus, it's got a 120-second cooldown, which is quite a long time, really. That means you can realistically use it once a battle, maybe twice if you're lucky, but usually once. Masamune's Pride, the cooldown is 32 seconds, and you can use it 4 times, and the Wind Blast is a much better... Now, the Wall of Weeping Blades is potentially a way to disrupt unit formation, get Deathmaster Snitch out of it, but he can't move while it's happening. Masamune's Pride, you can use it, it'll knock everything down around him, and then you can make your escape. So, Masamune's Pride is just better than the Whirl of Weeping Blades. It's just way better. So that's why I picked it, because it's better.
Sneak ready.
I'm then going to go into ambush stance. That's right, sneaky sneaky. Can't see me now. Can you, Kroq-Gar? No. No, you can't. Let's... Oh, do I want this? The thing is, we don't have any units that actually work on at the moment, will we? No. It's close, though. Do I do it? Do I? Let's do it. Screw it. Let's do it. Stitch, you're almost immortal. So close. So close. But let us go with... I do want more magic items. Because I've got a lot of characters, and I can't equip much on them at the moment, because... Do I want this? I do. Let us do that, because then we can upgrade to the max level Warpstone Reactor. And that's also going to give us a little bit of food, which I really do need at this point. A little bit of food would be very nice. Stelcian, I kind of want you just to chill around here. Keep an eye on what Grimgor is doing. Maybe see if we can find the dwarves and maybe do a little assault against them. Holy shit. How many settlements do you have? You've got 2 settlements. You've got 3 stacks. Okay, sure. That's fine. Research-wise. Casualty replenishment. Yes, always more besides. Hello, Kroq-Gar. Did you just blunder into my ambush? How unfortunate for you. Now, our forces are kind of split into 2 here as we attack both the front of the Saurus line and also the rear. And maybe that was a mistake. Maybe we should have just attacked the front. Who knows? Either way, this Stegodon is very, very cranky, but I've left these guys on... Now, hang on a sec, right? So you can see that the Stegodon is gaining on the Gust Runners. And the Stegodon has a speed of 38. The Gust Runners have a speed of 63. Now, I realise that the Stegodon is charging, which I do think increases their speed somehow, but I still don't think they should be able to outrun or maybe catch up to the Gutter Runners. And yet... Yep, catches up to Gutter Runners, kills 5 of the fuckers. Or 3. Oh, kills 4, then 5. Anyway, the Stegodon is going to go down. Meanwhile, over at the front lines... We've managed to draw off half or most of the Saurus, and this is actually, I feel like, a good plan, although maybe the better plan would have been just to ignore the Saurus until we've dealt with the rear guard. Who knows? Either way. So you have quite a large blob of Skinks and Saurus. The Stegodon is, I guess, chewing on one of the Gust Runners. Who knows? But just sat there for the moment. I think because we've got concealment bombs, it can't actually see us. And now it's spotted us, but it is going down. But yet again, it's going to catch up. Yeah, skirmish mode is fucking garbage, and I hate it. Fuck's sake. Anyway, the Stegodon is now down. Splinter is dealing with the Cold One Spear Riders, and we've got a nice big blob of Skinks and Saurus over here who are trying to fight the Clan Rats, which I'm fine with, because that means we can concentrate fire on all of these guys. Meanwhile, Deathmaster Snitch and Kroq-Gar are going at it as the front line engages, and Kroq-Gar just seemed to run away, and Deathmaster Snitch has caught up with him. And now he's doing some super ninja moves, but it's a very close fight. Kroq-Gar is no slouch in melee combat. I mean, he is super ancient, and he is carrying power weapons effectively. He does have a power spear and a power fist from Warhammer 40k, and Deathmaster Snitch is still kicking the shit out of him. Just about. You can see the front lines. We're slowly... Oh, Kroq-Gar's running. We're slowly gaining ground here. Get him. Chop his head off. Down he goes. Contract complete. Okay, now, the Death Squad is going to be paramount here. They need to run in, they need to be hitting units in the rear. The Rattling Guns taking out those Sarus Spears. There's still plenty of units here, and our right flank is looking a little bit dicey as the Sarus Warriors slowly chew their way through the Clan Rats and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Rats. But the Death Squad coming in from behind, just carving through those Sarus Warriors, just removing their armor down to 30 armor, and that means that basically everyone can cut them up. And now we just need to roll up the line and hope that the right flank holds long enough. Meanwhile, the rear guard is being taken apart as we skirmish the shit out of them. A lovely fireball there from Splinter doing quite a lot of damage and cutting through quite a few Sarus Warriors, making them flee in the face of the Clan Rats. And some skinks running away from the Gutter Runners, being sent running away from the field. The front line, yeah, the Death Squads and the Triads moving in. You can see the Sarus Warriors now taking a lot of damage as the Death Squad get in their rear. The Death Squad should be picking up quite a few kills. Yeah, you can see the numbers just climbing quite rapidly there as they do a lot of damage to the rear of that unit. Triads coming in as well, and you can see the units now starting to suffer from morale penalties due to the loss of their leader and general sort of army casualties. There we go, they are running away. Even before our front line broke, which is rare for Clan Rats. Usually the Clan Rats get eaten long before the Sarus break, but that's Kroq-Gar dealt with for the moment. He'll be back though. Nicely done. Look at that. I wish... I like the fact you get food. I wish maybe the Enslaved gave you more than just 2 food, like, but... because it never feels like a particularly good option. May as well just take the replenishment all the time. Now, you might go, but Clan Modz is taking all the stuff that you wanted to take, and it's like, well, either I end up with a strong ally or a lot of territory. It's not a problem. Either way, I win. And frankly, taking that settlement meant that my army would have been reduced in strength, but now we're fine. What trait did I get? More public order and more melee defense. That's quite a nice one. Now Deathmaster Snitch has 69 melee defense, which of course is the sexiest amount of melee defense. He defends just through his sheer sexuality. Oh, rip-roaring stuff. Now, I don't think there's no point in getting stunned or die, because Deathmaster Snitch is usually going to be by himself anyway, so won't worry too much about this. Pretty much everything else is not that interesting. So I guess we just make Deathmaster Snitch more killy. Just going to go in that direction. And, ooh, magical reserves is never a bad thing to have. Give you campaign line of sight. Have a warp stone sculptor, sure. Maybe you can sculpt Deathmaster Snitch in one of his sexy defensive poses. Talking of lunch.
Murder.
Thank you. Ooh, Skaven Brew is very, very nice, actually. That could be a good one to give to Deathmaster Snitch, because that's gonna make Deathmaster Snitch very, very killy. Dwarf Thing Menace. Let's go with something like that. Is Skaven Brew's an ability you can use on other people, isn't it? But Deathmaster Snitch might be by himself. He doesn't have magical attacks though, so I may as well go Skaven Brew. Could go the training. The melee defense is not necessarily the worst, but we do want Arcane Conduit, so let's get Black Whirlwinds just in case we need it. You're going to get Immortality, so you can never leave me.
Sneaky, mate.
Look,
Darkness comes.
vampires. Are you at war with the vampires?
You listen to Queek, yes.
You still confederate? You might still confederate with me. My guess is you're getting a little bit more cocky, so you're feeling a little bit more more brave, and that's not actually the worst thing that can happen. So let's bring you down here. We're going to move quickly, try and take out the lizards before they get a chance to replenish their numbers, and we'll get the Warp Lightning Generator there. The public order here is actually not too bad, so I'm not worried about that. This, though, the public order here is not great, so we could beef that up a little bit. Money's not too bad, actually. We're looking okay money-wise. Want to keep an eye on where those dwarves... well, we want to find the dwarves. And then... they've taken Black Crag. So let's do that, because that will cheer up basically everyone who hates the dwarves, which is everyone who we want to be on our side. I'll only need to get the Taskmaster's platform there, but public order. But Telsian is cheering everyone up with his hilarious antics, so that's fine. And we can't come down there and assault them because you do not have enough money. But we're going to come down here, take all this stuff. Yeah, you just stay there for the moment.
You come here. Mistake. Last mistake, maybe.
Probably. Let's get everyone to join in. Come and join the party, pal. Okay. Oh, we had a breeder. Okay, good. And Clan Scrug. We had some contracts to do, didn't we? I completely forgotten about that. So that's going to annoy Clan Moors. That's not the worst. That's also going to... Oh, it's going to annoy Clan Moors by 20. I mean, I think Clan Moors really likes us, so it's not really a big deal. Plus 20 food. I mean, I'm like... Telsian, go and do that. Go and do that. And that's also going to... I don't really want to annoy Clan Moors too much. Of course, Clan Pestilence are dead now. And do I actually need that? I mean, I wanted the food, didn't I? So... Did I need that? No. Was I going to do it anyway? Yep. Oh yes. Right, what we got here. Not a huge amount. Defences, very, very light, which means we can just go straight for Asata. And I think that's going to be an easy auto-resolve. Oh, I don't really want to... Okay, let's take it at... Let's take it at rank 1. That's wiped out a lot of armies. We'll start growing. It's fine. It's fine. Now I've got a little base of operations to work from as well. So that is going to... I don't really see the point in the... Like, that's 5% extra weapon strength, which isn't that good. This one over here is 20 weapon strength? Yeah, so I think that makes more sense to get that. So we get... I mean, armor, is that useful? I mean, nothing here is particularly useful. I mean, the plus 15 armor isn't really going to help us all that much. I guess if he's fighting a blob. Alright. Alright, let's do that. And Stitch is going to get more melee defense. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Looks like Clan Moors is on the ascendant again. Hopefully they'll start expanding by themselves. Now that we've sort of knocked out that quite nasty blob of Lizardmen that was heading their way. Hopefully that's sorted that out for them. Let's get that there. Oh, we've got quite a lot of money, so we can... Oh, we can upgrade to the Sea Dragon's Teeth. That's going to give us some good income. Also the port there as well. That's good as well, because of course we've got the Arcane Generator, so we can see over here we're actually making 910 income from just this settlement alone. And that's without upgrading it to its max level. I want to take out this rebel force over here, but they're not actually going to attack us, so it's low down my priority list. What is this going to do? Oh, hinder replenishment. I can't damage walls because we don't have any money. Oh, well, never mind. Virus, just chill out there for a moment. Okay, so the Silver Host have been destroyed, and we have a Clan Molder contract. Do we? Really? Clan contracts. I'm probably not going to do that. I don't want to annoy Clan Moors any more than I have to. Even though I think Queek loves me anyway. Okay. Can I have a trade agreement? Can I have some money as well? Can I have less money? Can I have that much money?
Good.
Okay, good. I don't think I've ever had a trade agreement as the Skaven, so that's fine. We do want to take Doomglade, so let's go and grab that one. Looks like they're going for Librus as well. That's good. And we want to take Tiatika, the Golden Tower. The Golden Tower would be nice because it does have a building which provides income. So that'd be quite nice for us. Public Order's not great here, but that's okay because we've got an army nearby. The fact that I've only got one army is not great, but it does mean we have plenty of money we can spend on upgrading our settlements, which is actually really, really nice. So we can get some more trade there. At some point, I am going to have to get another army. I'm gonna have to do it. When can we do this? Night Lord say so. It's going to cost 30. Rank 30. What level is 27? Okay, so we do want to do that. Damages an army and causes a rebellion. Oh. So we could, like, do one here to slow them down. I could send, like, Scheif to do that. So it says it causes a rebellion in a settlement. Does that mean it actually, like, creates a rebel army? Or does it just lower the public order? Because if it just lowers the public order, what's the point? And I don't know what it does. And I feel like it might just reduce the public order by a small amount, which isn't really going to be that useful. I mean, granting vision would be quite nice. Especially if it's of this region. So let's actually do that. And let's send Scheif to do that. That's fine. Right. Okay, so now we can see what's going on. I'd hoped it was this province as well, but I guess it's just the two. Oh, shit. I was hoping it was that. Oh, but there's the... Okay, so that generates 600 income. And also increases income in the region and adjacent regions. Now we can stack that with our arcane generator. So that's going to be super nice. Virus, smack them walls down, boy. And hopefully that should be making Grimgor happy. Grimgor is not happy. He is super not happy. I mean, hopefully, if we do some bad things against the dwarves, he'll be kind of like, let's bygones be bygones. Let's both hate on the dwarves. He's got other things to be dealing with than me. I really hope he's got other things to be dealing with other than me. Okay, that's fine. Just those guys. I'm okay with that. I don't mind declaring war against them. Okay, can we reach Doomglade? We can reach Doomglade. Perfect. Which means we can pop that. And occupy. We've got always walls besides. That's more replenishment, which is useful because we really did need that. And we now have this little province here. Now, if we can capture the rest of this little corner, if at that point we can then confederate with...
We talk instead of fight kill.
Currently it says no, but that's because he's now strength rank 3. Holy balls. But he's strength rank 3 because he's recruited a bunch of clan rats. And as soon as those clan rats die horribly, which they will do, that's... wow. Richter's clan nest is capturing everything. And they like me, which is good, but slightly weird they're doing so well. Just, Virus, just keep trying to knock down the walls. Kick over their walls. Queek, have you plagued yourself by accident? Queek, what? We talked about this. Christ, you're such a liability. Such a liability. Okay, so we are level 28. 2 more levels and we can go and do the Night Lord say so. And that means we open up another scheme for us. Do I want Skitterly? Do I need Skitterly? I mean, we've all got concealment bombs, so... Unless we've got a unit in the army that can't, but we're unlikely to do that, so... Let's get... I do like Brittle Bones. Reducing Saurus melee defense down to 0 is... that feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. I guess let's make you hard to hit. Okay. So, Tiatika has some units down there, and I have no doubt that Kroq-Gar is re-recruiting as we speak, which does mean we are probably going to find some more Lizardmen. But defeating those main armies certainly has allowed us to push forward. And it doesn't... I mean, they're recruiting here, but they don't have an army yet. So we can move fast, probably in a couple of turns, get down there, bop the Golden Tower, up to the Cursed Jungle. Well, actually, we need to take Tiatika as well. Well, I'll tell you what we can do is we can get Lurk down here to start sort of dealing with these guys a little bit. Do they have defences? No. And we can always ambush the army outside and then attack the army inside. And then at some point, I need to put Deathmaster Nitz into the Skaven pit stop and get him basically some better units, because we need Death Runners, but we just don't have the time to recruit at the moment. He's too busy. Once we've captured this corner, then we'll sort out his army, and maybe even in the meantime get another army. But on the other hand, I like having a lot of money coming in, so that might have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.